So today, guys, we're doing a collaboration on YouTube with the couple that started this whole thing.
The Griffin family, they started it as a way to show other people who you are on YouTube, your real stories, because you kind of just see like the fun travel side and you don't really get to know the people that you're watching.
Right.
So they started it for that reason and we were excited to do it. So we're going to do it. We have some champagne, which he's going to open. And we have some chocolate covered strawberries that I made because we're trying not to have sugar. So it's like the keto chocolate. And we're just going to have a good time talking to you guys and telling you about our part of our life. Woo! Cheers!
Cheers.
Cheers! So we were married September 20th.
1997.
Yeah. So we've been married 25 years this year. We hit the big one, the silver anniversary.
Silver.
Yeah, so we celebrated a good anniversary this year. It was really fun and we're really happy that we got to have a good celebration. And anything else about our wedding?
It was an amazing time in our lives. I mean, we changed so much as people when we got married.
Yeah.
We committed to each other to be together for the rest of our lives. And it's not something to be taken lightly. There's a lot that goes with it and a lot of challenges along the way, but it's all worth it.
25 years is a pretty long time.
We love being married.
Absolutely. We absolutely love it.
Yep. So the first time we saw each other was at a friend's house. I was a driver for UPS. I'm still a driver for UPS, but when I was younger I was, and I met her at this friend of mine's party, which was later that night. However, I was at his house that day, and I saw Sharon, and we were kind of hanging out, but it was really, really awkward at first.
I thought he was snotty.
Yeah, she thought I was a jerk, and I don't know, it was kind of weird.
Except he was really nice to my daughter because I did have a daughter before I met Joe, and he was really, really sweet to her, and she was so little, but he was playing cards with her.
My daughter Samantha, who I love with all my heart.
Yeah, it's his daughter now.
She's
but
my daughter.
Yeah. So anyway, that started making me open up to him a little bit more because I thought he was kind of snotty. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess I was kind of a jerk when I first met her. I'll go with it.
And then we went to a party that same night, and we were sitting next to each other and didn't even talk to each other.
Yeah, I guess our beginning was kind of strange.
It was strange. And then our friends both lied to us, and they were both like, oh,
she really likes
she
you.
likes you, he likes you.
Yeah.
And that's how we went on our first date.
It's just meant to be.
Yeah, and we're still really good friends. We actually just bumped into the one John that introduced us at a fair that we were at the other day. And then Zora, she's still one of our really close friends. So we're very thankful for them because without them, we probably would not be here.
Probably not.
So that was fun.
The quality about Sharon that I love the most is that she has a heart of gold. And, well, I guess there's two things. She has a heart of gold. She's always willing to give of herself to others. And I always wanted to be like that. I try to emulate that as much as I can. And the other thing that I really love about her, I guess there's two things for me, is that she is so dedicated to whatever she does. She does not quit. She has that spirit of just press on no matter what. And I admire that.
And I admire that he's a hard worker. He's been working for so long now at UPS, and he's never late. He's always on time. He's a hard worker. He's a good provider. He gave our kids everything and we sacrificed a lot when they were little so that they could have a good life. But I think the most that I love about him is that he's funny. He just makes me laugh. I laugh all the time when I'm with him.
Try. Try to keep it stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to be stupid to be funny. I don't know.
So the biggest lesson that I've learned is to be loved. I just always struggled with that. I thought I wasn't worthy of love, and I didn't really understand love too much, and I didn't understand that people could really be truly loved. And he's really does love me so much, and I know he does, and it's like the best feeling in the entire world. So I think I've just learned to be loved. I know it sounds weird, but I just really feel like that is truly the lesson I've learned from being in this relationship.
Yeah, I definitely love you with all my heart. The lesson I've learned from her in life is to have that fire about you, because I've kind of been the kind of person that needs that fire under them to get motivated and do things that are awesome, and she lights that fire in my life. She really does. She makes me do things that I normally wouldn't be comfortable doing sometimes, which in the end wind up being awesome. So yeah, I love that about you.
Aww.
So I define love as just giving of yourself to that person, everything you have. That's the simplest way to define it.
It really is.
There's no looking back or turning around and thinking, well, maybe it's not right or maybe it's not good for me. No, you just do it, and you do it headlong. You go headlong into it, and you don't look back. You don't look to the side. You give it everything you have.
Yeah.
That's love to me.
Yeah, and always putting that person ahead of your wants and needs, and
Yep.
and I think a lot of patience goes in with true love, because you really do have to learn each other, you have to understand each other, and you also have to sometimes let things go. I think that's the hardest thing.
Wow, I mean, we've learned that so much. That you
Yeah.
have to let things go.
Yeah, because if you're truly in love, you don't want to hurt the other person. You
Yeah.
just really need to let things go sometimes. If it's not that important, you should just let it go.
Absolutely.
Instead of trying to, yeah, I think that's what true love is. I don't know.
We had children.
Yeah, we have two children.
We have two wonderful children that we love so much.
And two grandchildren, too.
And two grandchildren.
Yeah, so it's really fun.
We're
But
blessed.
I think that, honestly, having kids made us become a team, because
You
there
have
was-
to be.
yeah, you had to like learn how to give each other duties and whatever, like, I don't
And
know.
push each other through some
Yeah.
really difficult times that happen when you have kids. Our kids have been through all kinds of problems.
Yeah.
And
With
so
hospitals.
Hospital problems,
We-
everything. We've been through it, guys.
We have, and our kids are far apart in age, so I always had to do for my older daughter, and he had to stay with our son, so it was just always like teamwork. I feel like we became a team when we had our kids. I think that's pretty much it, and that's a good marriage, because you have to be a team.
It's secretly growing your love.
Yeah.
You don't even realize it.
Yeah, it's hard at the time, but then having kids really made your love grow. So.
Definitely.
So I am really in love with The Notebook. I really think it's such an amazing love story, and I don't know, I just really want that ending to our love story, and I feel like that's the story that I would love to be, because if we could go out at the same time,
That would be amazing.
that's what I would say. My grandparents just recently passed away together, one day apart, and I don't know, that's just amazing to me, so that's what I want.
Yeah, for us, we've been married and together so long, it seems like the prospect of wandering the face of the earth without each other is terrifying.
Don't want to do that.
We don't ever want to do that, but
Yeah.
who knows what the future holds. But anyway, my sitcom is King of Queens. Oddly enough, UPS man.
UPS driver.
I've been the UPS man my whole life, and that sitcom relates so well to me and our relationship together, because we've gone through difficulties just like they did on the sitcom, and been through all kinds of crazy things together.
And they
Yeah.
laugh a lot.
And they laugh a lot. That's the most important part of that relationship.
Uh-huh.
If you can't laugh together, you have nothing.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with that.
So something that Sharon and I have in common is our love of nature, our love of exploration. We find our best moments together when we are in nature, doing things outdoors, fishing, metal detecting, shark tooth hunting, crabbing, clamming. We have so many activities that we love to do together, and to us, doing them together makes our relationship that much richer, because we get to share. Like, I feel if I find something awesome and I can't share it with her, it's not as good.
Yeah. No, we definitely have that in common, and it's funny because when we first met, we didn't have any of that in common,
No.
but we kind of grew to love each other as like I'm obsessed with the Atlanta Braves, and now he loves the Atlanta Braves, and he was obsessed with fishing, and now I love fishing. So
we bring each other in.
Yeah, and I actually think that I've grown to love fishing even more than he does.
Yeah, she would get me off the couch at 3 in the morning to go fishing before I would get up. So
we just really learned to love each other's hobbies and really love them, not just do it because we want to make each other happy. Like, we really, truly love each other's things.
Definitely.
So I love that. That's the best part. I think the most joy that I have, honestly, is traveling. I love traveling, obviously. That's why we have a travel channel. I don't know, like exploring the world together and seeing things for the first time together, that brings me the most joy.
The most joy that I have in our marriage is definitely seeing her joy.
Aww.
For me, bringing that out of her, because I've known her almost her whole life, and for me to see her grow brings me so much joy. That's how I feel. The short-term goals, I'm retiring this year.
Yeah.
Yay! Because we've waited our whole life to be free.
Actually, next month.
Yeah,
I just
next
want to
month.
point that
Next
out
month.
to you.
So my short-term goal is just to get our show on the road. In so many ways. I can't wait to travel the country with her and explore all the beautiful things that are out there. That's my short-term goal. Long-term goal, I would guess, would be just keeping this going.
Yeah.
For us, you know?
I definitely think the same thing. I mean, I think our short-term goal right now is to visit all 50 states, and we're at 47 or 43 states, I'm sorry. And so the next year, we're really going to be focusing on visiting all the 50 states, and that's our short-term goal. But our long-term goal is just to be healthy and to be able to travel as long as we possibly can. That's what my goal is.
For us to continue strengthening our marriage, I mean, our marriage, I feel, is already super strong. We are confident in each other, and we're comfortable with each other so much. I guess it would just be to keep on doing those things.
Well, we're gonna see, because we've never been together that long, because he works a lot.
I work 14-hour days, so we're never together so much.
And we're gonna be living in a trailer together, and who knows? He might start becoming a pain in the ass. I don't know.
I could be a pain in the ass. We'll see what happens.
Yep, so we'll see. So my love language is definitely words of affirmation. Well, he's very good at this because he's constantly telling me how much he loves me and how beautiful I am. And I'm like, oh, sometimes it gets annoying because he does it a lot. But I do love it. I do. I secretly love it. Sometimes I'm like, oh, please. No, I'm not. But I do love it. And then I really like when he just does special things for me. Like, even if he just like cleaned the kitchen one day for me, that to me is amazing.
Yeah, so my language of love for her would probably just be physical touch and words of affirmation, because I touch her all the time and tell her how beautiful she is and how much I love her. And I think that's so important. She needs that. So just going based on our marriage, for another couple getting married or a young couple, I would say the most important thing is to make time for each other.
Yeah.
Especially in the beginning.
And when you have kids, because that's really important.
Kids, it's so important. Yeah. Because you really do need to make it, because life will consume you.
Yeah.
And all those little things coming at you from every direction, they'll tear you apart if you let them. And you really have to make that time for each other possible.
Yeah.
It's so important.
I remember on our honeymoon, we went to the Bahamas, and we had such a great time. That's probably where I started falling in love with travel. And I just said to him, I'm like, we should do this every year for our anniversary. We should always go somewhere for our anniversary. And we did stick with that. And I think it really helped us so much grow as a couple. And then when our kids started getting older, we really started dating a lot. So I would definitely suggest, even if it's just once a month, go on a date without your kids, without anybody else. Just go on a date, just you two.
Willfully make it happen.
Yes, I think that's the most important thing, is dating, my opinion.
Yeah. We had so much fun doing this, guys. It's our first real sit down with you two.
Yeah, we've never done anything like this. It's kind of weird sitting here at a camera just shocking to you guys.
We have to try it though.
Yeah, and we really liked this challenge. It was really fun. Definitely check out the Griffins page. We'll put it right here. You could also participate in this, even if you don't get called out, you could still do it. If you just want to write me on Instagram, I'll leave the Instagram information right here, and I'll send you the details of how to participate in this. But we are going to call out 2 YouTube channels.
2 channels that we've felt connections with.
Yeah. So the first one is Just Rambling Around.
Just Rambling Around.
So you guys write us on Instagram and we'll explain what you have to do. And also The Adventures with Eminem. So hope you guys accept our challenge, and we want to see your love stories.
Well, we want to see all your.
Yep. So thanks everybody for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next one.